Hello, everyone, and welcome to Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of girls high school hockey. It's the winter season opener for the CTN crew. It's the conference opener for the Coon Rapids Cardinals as they host the Maple Grove Crimson. Joey and Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie, a team in Coon Rapids that's very small, only 18 players, top to bottom, varsity and JV. This is game two.
This is game two. They lost to Wayzata 5-1 in their opener here at the Ice Center. And this is a team that really is Coach Christopherson said, an intense, hard-working team. And they're going to have to work hard because they have another big test here tonight.
Yeah, Maple Grove comes in ranked number 10th in preseason polls. And this is a team that was led by two freshmen in scoring last year.
Yeah, one of them, Taylor Wentz, who obviously now a sophomore. This is a team that has a lot of players that can put the puck in the net. And this young lady definitely is one of them. You know, as with Coon Rapids' issue with not enough depth, they have a lot of depth here at Maple Grove, and this is going to be a test for the Cardinals.
Well, and for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, a small team, but they do have a handful of players with a lot of varsity experience. One of them up front, Lily Hackett, one of their dangerous scorers last year. They're going to look to her to provide some scoring again this season.
23 career points for Lily, and obviously this is a team that's going to have to score and play tough. They're going to have to put the puck in the net. They're going to have to they'd like to score at least 3 times here tonight in order to keep this a competitive game.
Well, for the Crimson, it's the season opener. The Cardinals hoping to start the conference on the right foot. They are going to get the opportunity against their former coach when we return on CTN.
People struggle with their mortgage payments. They become frozen. Petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Bring out the action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Sweetheart, can I give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Sir, could you step over here, please? Is there anything you want to tell me?
Like what?
Like maybe you're out to protect the environment? Give scholarships to kids? Fight blindness? Help the elderly? Feed the hungry? Well, I only ask because you got a little lion in you. See? Right there. Right next to whatever that other thing is.
Now it's time for This Week in Bad Stats.
Bad stats?
Horrible stats. Here goes. 132.
That's how many batters struck out 4 times in one game last season.
Wow, very good. Here's a tough one, though. 3 and 4.
No idea.
That's how many kids witness bullying. 3 out of 4.
That's not a good stat.
No, it's not, but it can change. Kids want to help, but they don't know how. Visit stopbullying.gov and give them the tools they need to help prevent bullying.
There are plenty of safe ways kids can help at stopbullying.gov.
All in together now, we can make it better now. Come on, can we do it?
Yeah, you know that we can.
We rope it up,
cause we know how to jump.
we roll it out,
Cause we know how to skate.
we'll cut it down,
Cause we know what to eat.
we'll swap it out.
We eat healthy stuff.
Can we do it?
Yeah, you know that we can.
Can we do it?
Just moving a little and eating better every day can help make you and your child healthier. Search We Can to find doable tips and activities that you can use every day.
So what you want to do is, have you already enrolled? You're doing fine.
What did that just do?
Select the drop-down menu again. 15%, you're already enrolled. Example here, so don't panic. You're ready to make your payment. Submit. There it is.
Oh my God! I really can't believe it.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Back at the Cardinals, Coon Rapids Ice Center. Cardinals and the Maple Grove Crimson just about ready to drop the puck. There's a look at the starting lineups for the Crimson. Taylor Wente, Lauren Kaufman, Maya Martinez up front, Riley Norman, and Tina Camper are the defenders in front of Brianna Blessy. For the Cardinals, Allie Stahlberger up in the middle between Brenda Del Castillo and Bailey Ryan. Heidi Hanula and Alyssa Hansel will start on the blue line. Brittany Buell, the sophomore keeper, in net for Coon Rapids.
Lauren Kaufman was originally wearing 14, just so you know, now changed to 11. So you don't, I screw you up enough. I don't want to screw you up purposely, so.
Well, I would have been lost. Haley Herdeen would have been getting a lot of attention, because that's the number 11 I had on my roster.
Brittany Buell played very well. 5-1 loss, but played very well, according to Coach
38
Christopherson.
saves.
Yep, and 15 of those saves were incredibly good saves.
Well, Wayzata, the number 4 team in the state, and the Cardinals hold them to just 5 goals. Maple Grove's first look at their offense as that one slips away from Lauren Kaufman, and the Cardinals play it back out to center. Went will play it in, and now behind by Coons. Shot tipped up into the glove of Blessy, and we'll have a face-off in the Maple Grove end.
It's really important for Coon Rapids, according to Coach Christopherson, match the intensity and energy of this Maple Grove squad, and they'd like to get some pressure early in on net, see if they can get on the board first here tonight.
Hackett digging forward in the corner, pressed up against the boards by Hansen. Crimson able to come away with a puck, chip to center by Tippy Hill. And in the corner for the Cardinals is Blomquist. Round to the near side, trying to get it up to Hackett. That's broken up there by Larson. Tried to get it out front. Stepping over to help was Lawrence. And here's Hackett racing through the neutral zone. Able to get the puck into the Crimson end before being ridden off by Hansen, who turns it around. She stopped up in the middle. You got to get that to Hackett and into the zone. Cardinals had a great opportunity, unable to get it to Hackett quite quickly enough before they were able to complete that line change. It's tipped away from Hackett all the way back down toward Buell. Left in the corner there for Bailey Ryan. Ryan lost it off the end of her stick, recovered quickly by Sharp. Tipped off back to the blue line, and a blast up over the net by Baldwin. Fight in the corner. Blomquist goes down in a heap. Puck comes out to the point. Shot stopped up by Blomquist out front. Now deflected to the near corner. Lawrence plays it off the boards, out of the reach of Hackett. Played back into the zone, but skips off over the stick of Went. Went out of the corner for Maple Grove. Has it stripped off her stick as she comes around the top of the circle. Kept in at the blue line by Dahlquist. Lawrence trying to ring around near side. Stopped up there by Baldwin. Unable to keep it in. Wenty back into the zone, going wide out front. A shot, a huge save by Buell, coming across to deny the point blank attempt by Martinez.
And what a nice feed by Wente to Martinez right in front of the net. Buell's going to come out and take the opportunity away. Joe, it's a nice start for Brittany Buell in net with a very potent lineup in Maple Grove.
And that was a great feed by Wente.
Yep, absolutely.
Taking the defender wide, getting around Lawrence, and then just right out front. A great place to be by Martinez, but can't bury it. Opportunity for Wente. Her shot stopped up, played into the corner. She'll recover herself, skates behind the net. Wente out to the point, skips away a little bit from Norman. Cardinals able to turn it back up ice. Norman recovers, plays it in on the backhand. Fish plays it around far side, too far out of the reach of Hanula. Near corner, Norman. Lost it to Hansen. Hansen circles, plays it back around. And that one's going to skip past Del Castillo out to center ice. Crimson turn it around, stopped up there by Fish. Fish and Norman tied up at the red line. In to help was Del Castillo, and the Cardinals able to play it into the Maple Grove end, try and get a line change, get some fresh legs out. As we talked about, not a lot of players on this roster, so most of these girls played at least 1 or 2 periods in that JV game. Nice battle by Ryan, a good chance in close, and I think that Blessy got a piece of it with her stick. This one rolls in, she's going to cover up, sensing the Cardinals might want to gain some momentum off that opportunity.
Yeah, opportunities are important, especially for Coon Rapids. You talked about the lack of numbers. They will only skate 2 lines. Take a look at head coach Rob Potter, used to be the coach here at Coon Rapids. Had a nice chat with him, Joe, before the game, and he's really impressed. He likes his squad starting the season out.
Skips away a little bit from Went, but she's able to recover. Now steps on the puck and kicks it into the corner for Lawrence. Played around near side, out of the reach of Del Castillo, and right back into the corner by Hill. Recovered by Blomquist, far side, trying to get it up the wing to Ryan. She stopped up along the boards. Puck comes free, but still not out. Ryan kicking it ahead. Shot by Went was blocked. The Cardinals play it back out to center. Nice quick regroup by the Crimson. Hansen dumps it in, and Maple Grove will get a fresh couple of legs out. Turnover at the blue line, played it in to Wente. Nearly recovered. Lawrence poked it away. That shot has nothing on it. Stopped up, but just swatted at. Walking in is Martinez. Her shot deflected to the corner. Martinez keeping it away from Stahlberger in the corner. Out to the point. That played off the backhand of Baldwin. And Del Castillo able to get it out of the zone. Play it all the way down. That's going to be icing. And a face-off back to the Coon Rapids end. 12:03 remaining first period.
Nice job by Del Castillo just to really stay with that puck and then clear it out and give the opportunity for the Cardinals to get a change. Head coach Jessica Christofferson. We had a chance, I know you talked to her earlier today. I talked to her as well. And this is a team that, they know they've got 2 lines. They're interchangeable. They've got players that they can move in and out of position. And they're just hoping to get some good play out of their defense, and Brittany Buell stay strong in net.
Another icing call against the Cardinals. Yeah, that's a huge benefit for them with 2 lines, only 2 lines, but 2 lines that, as you mentioned, are interchangeable, so of equal strength. That shot comes through traffic. Buell plays it off her shoulder, drag on the far boards. got out of her reach a little bit. Play back in on the backhand by Kaufman. Now Wente. High blocker save, was probably going up and over. Other shot by Wente, played to the line off of the stick of Precker. So no icing as it ends up in the Crimson end. Little misplay, now played up the boards. Nice touch pass to Spring Wente down the near wing. Cross to Martinez, she'll just dump it in, and the Crimson will get a line change. Hansen and Hackett collide, kept in at the blue line there by McLean. Pass skips away from Fish and right back into Crimson control. Charging is Hanula, she can't get it up the near boards. Pushing it deep is Pius for Maple Grove. Larson tried to get it out front, but tied up was McLean. Cardinals again play it to the blue line, but not out. Norman's shot hits traffic, sitting right out front. A big reach by Hanula, and she's going to get the hooking call for it. Probably denied a goal, not a terrible penalty, because that puck was sitting pretty, and Hanula reached in and lifts the stick quick of Claire McLean, and McLean went to a knee. That's what draws the whistle.
Maple Grove doing a nice job of pressuring inside the Cardinal zone, and one thing Coach Christopherson told me, he said it's important to stay out of the box because of the lack of depth, Joe, and you take a player off and it takes one out of your rotation. So Cardinals are trying to limit penalties here this evening as well.
Went skating out of the corner up to the point for Norman. Across, another penalty coming up against the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's ill afford to take penalties like this against Maple Grove. Against Wayzata, they kept it pretty tough into the second period. They were tied. There you see the penalty.
"21 seconds apart.
Well, and it's enough pressure playing Maple Grove, the number 10 team in the state, who has the ability to score from a number of different directions.
And this one's Bailey Ryan, so two of the veterans in the box for for Coon Rapids, and a great opportunity for the Crimson to get some work on the power play. Norman's shot hit traffic, deflects right back out to the point for Campa. Setting up far side for Wente, fanned on the pass. Now gets it across to Norman, walking up top of the circle, shot deflected. Buell can't hold on, poked in behind, and the Crimson are on the board.
Yeah, it's tough when you're outmanned like that to limit a potential opportunity, and Maple Grove does a good job of capitalizing. See the pressure inside. Can't see who poked that. Oh, there it goes. Is that?
That'll be Bailey Wendt getting the goal.
Yep.
Assist should go to Norman and Wente.
Crimson draw first blood here tonight.
And still a minute 31 on the power play. Hansen trying to break it up as they bring it in on the near boards. Back to the point for Hansen. Skips away now from Kaufman. Pick back up. Long cross-ice pass. Shot in. Deflected up and wide. Hansen trying to recover in the corner for the Coon Rapids. Flips it on the backhand. Stopped up easily by Precker. Played across. One-timer is up and over the cage by Hansen. Back behind is McLean. On to Larson. Back up top, Kaufman. Near side, walking in. Shot is wide for Precker. Back to Precker. At the faceoff dot. Tried to get it into the middle for Larson, but her stick was lifted. Cardinals able to get control, play it all the way down, right on Blessy. Get a couple of fresh penalty killers out there. 32 remaining on the penalty to Bailey Ryan. Walking in is Kaufman, slapped off her stick by Hanula. Gregg gets spun around, picked up by Wente out of the corner. Played back to the point for Campa. Campa to the top of the slot. Slings in, as she's saved by Buell. Hanula recovers, trying to get it back up to Ryan. And now the Cardinals back to even strength.
It was important to kill the rest of that penalty off. They did not want to give up 2 goals here.
That shot wide into the corner by Norman, recovered by Gregg for Coon Rapids. She'll play it back behind the net. Just trying to get it out. Stopped up by Norman, but Fish recovers and pushes it deep into the Maple Grove end. Back around near boards by Campa. Hackett trying to recover at center ice. Bailey Ryan right there as well. Hackett has it smacked off her stick. Tried to poke it free, able to pick a pocket. Hackett's shot deflected into the corner by Campa. Good recovery by Campa after. And now we got Maple Grove's first penalty coming up.
A great play by Campa to take an opportunity away from Hackett.
Good job of thievery.
Yeah. The Cardinals going to be able to go on the power play and check their first time here tonight.
After the nice recovery to break up that opportunity, takes the penalty that puts the Crimson shorthanded for the first time. Hanula to recover, a little bit of pressure being applied by Abby Larson, and now Larson really digs in. Able to get it to Hansen, back to Hanula. Hanula working through the neutral zone. And will carry it deep for the Cardinals. In behind the net. Good pressure by Hansen and able to break it up and get it back to center ice. Hansen on the far side. Dumps it in as she's dumped to the ice by Larson. McLean gets it out to center. Played in deep by Jessica Lawrence. Lawrence charging. Tied up behind the net. In to help is Del Castillo. She'll come away with the puck. One-timer opportunity failed as Del Castillo didn't see Whitney Gregg coming into the slot quickly enough.
Lawrence had an opportunity to almost poke that one home before they cleared it long.
Nice stop at center ice by Blomquist. Plays it back in deep. Stopped up behind the net by Blessy. Crimson able to get it back out to center. Lawrence turns it around out of the reach of Hackett. And that's icing. 24 seconds left on the Cardinal power play.
You know, Maple Grove has a pretty strong goaltending as well. Blessy, just a sophomore, getting the start here tonight, but the Crimson have 2 very strong keepers. Always nice to have as your season progresses.
Hansen gets to the blue line, dumps it in. Blessy will leave it there. Cleared back out of the zone by Precker. Cardinals opportunity. Precker there to block the shot by Stahlberger. Battle continues behind the net. Puck possessed by Wendt. Turns back and goes behind the net.
Crimson able to kill off that penalty.
No shots on goal. Martinez able to break things up. Waiting for is Wenty behind the net. Hanula plays it back around for Ryan. Skipped off her stick. Wenty an opportunity. Blocker save. And Hansen clears it back to the corner. Stahlberger's pass off the stick of Bailey Ryan and will not be icing as Campa gets there in time for Maple Grove. Campa.
Buell couldn't hold on to that shot by Wenty. Fortunately, they were able to clear it wide.
Lawrence keeps it into the corner. Behind the net is Norman. Tied up along the boards there, but Del Castillo in to help his Fish for Coon Rapids. And Wenty there digging at it for the Crimson. Comes free. Martinez back to. There's an opportunity as Blomquist rather poked that away from Wenty. Had a chance in on goal and shot wide. Another broken up pass. This time Del Castillo plays it in on goal. And it's scooped up by Blessing.
Well, Cardinals doing a good job of getting opportunities, Joe. Not able to make that one count, but then they had another opportunity by taking the puck away.
Picked out of the corner by Larson. Cardinals able to break up the breakout again. Crimson will bring it back near side. Pius going wide, trying to center, broken up nicely by Blomquist. She had Abby Larson in the slot. Cardinals. I didn't see what it's called. Oh,
yeah.
Hand pass.
Oh, okay.
It's going to send it all the way to the other end.
The key for the Cardinals, Joe, is just if they can keep this thing close.
Well, and they've generated a couple of opportunities early, but Maple Grove has been in complete control for the last at least 5 or 6 minutes since scoring that power play goal and the 5-on-3 early on. Blomquist coming in to break things up for Coon Rapids, trying to get it out the near side. Kept in, the shot well wide by Taylor Hill. In the corner, McLean able to win the battle, tried to play it out to her point. But it's right between them all the way down. Cardinals able to get a line change. Olsen has it tipped off her stick, going the other way. Del Castillo for Coon Rapids. 3 fresh players on the ice for the Crimson, able to stop her up. The shot by Lawrence is dubbed by Blessing.
Yeah, Lawrence gets a nice
shot by Bailey Ryan, rather.
Yeah, the feed from Del Castillo. The shot right into Blessing. It's all about.
This one played in on Blessy, a lot of traffic, but the Crimson able to recover and play it back to the far boards. Ryan got there to break up that pass. Shot tap by Hansen at center ice. Hanula rather, trying to keep it out of the Cardinals zone. Crimson able to recover the puck. Again, a missed pass sends it back deep in their end. One played all the way down, but the Cardinals touched it, so no icing. Played back out to center ice. Turned around by Campa. Far side for Norman, up the near wing. They poke it into the Coon Rapids zone. That pass tips away from Del Castillo. And turned around again by Maple Grove. A chance in front, hopped over Wentteef's stick. Lawrence recovers behind the net for the Cardinals. Plays it off the boards and out, off of the official. A race for Whitney Gregg as she pressures Campa, who plays it back behind for Norman. Norman's pass broken up by Fish and played back in behind the Crimson net. Scooped up there by Campa. She's met by Lily Hackett in the corner. Wente over to help out, but it's out to Lawrence at the point. Plays it in behind. Just out of the reach of Whitney Gregg. She's tied up there with Norman. And now Campa behind her own net.
Coach
passes it back to herself behind her own boards. 4 breaking out the near side for Maple Grove. Play it out to the neutral zone, right back in by Blomquist. Long cross ice pass, tipped by Martinez. Picked up by Stahlberger into the zone. She's ridden off it. Campa turns it around for Maple Grove. Here comes Kaufman into the middle, going wide near side, trying to dump it back out front. Puck still loose in the slot. Back to Kaufman, a shot that goes wide.
A lot of pressure down in the Cardinal
near
end.
side by Martinez. Out to the point, tipped away by Del Castillo. She's got it on a run. 2-on-1 for the Cardinals. Her shot blocker to the corner. Played back out front for Del Castillo. Still loose out front. And this is going to be a penalty against Maple Grove. But Blessy is able to get on top of the puck.
Oh, nice pressure by Coon Rapids there. That almost had an opportunity to poke one home. We'll take another look at a nice breakdown by Del Castillo. And she's going to get the initial shot on goal and then put it back in front of the net. And there's where you see all the
pretty
scrum.
Obvious hold by Tina Campa, dug in her heels. Her second penalty. Both of the Crimson penalties coming on her part.
The Cardinals will be on the power play for about 38 seconds to end this first period.
Puck comes near side to Hanula. A shot gloved easily by Blessy. You could see it the whole way.
Cardinals out shooting Maple Grove 9-5, but Maple Grove really been controlling for the majority of this action for this first period.
Hansen's shot is blocked to the corner. Played back to the point by Del Castillo. This shot almost made it through traffic, but now sent the length of the ice by Abby Larson. Giving chase is McLean. She gets there in front of Hanula, tied up behind the net. And the Crimson just fine with letting that clock die with the puck deep in the Coon Rapids end. They'll go to the locker room with a 1-0 lead. We will have a word from Coon Rapids head coach Jessica Christofferson right after this. You're watching girls hockey on CTN.
Babies require persistence, patience, a sense of humor, and protection. That's why nearly all parents choose immunization. It's safe, proven protection against 14 serious diseases like measles and whooping cough. So give your baby the recommended vaccines before age 2 and get a little help in the protection department. For more reasons to immunize, talk to your child's doctor or go to cdc.gov/vaccines.
If you have a collision at 25 miles an hour and you're not wearing a seatbelt, it's like falling from a 2-story building. At 40 miles an hour, it's like falling from 6 stories high. And at 60 miles an hour, if you're not wearing your seatbelt and you crash, it's like falling from 12 stories high. Buckle up. A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Really?
Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Maple Grove a 1-0 lead over the Cardinals as we reach the first break. Cardinals had their chances, though, and standing by to talk with us about that first period effort is head coach Jessica Christofferson. Coach, your initial thoughts on the first period of play?
I think we had a little bit of a slow start. Certainly we talked about staying out of the penalty box, and right out of the gate we find ourselves down 2 players. But other than that, especially the last 5 minutes, I thought we brought a pretty good intensity and getting some good looks. I think our scoring chances were of pretty high quality. So, I think we just got to keep banging the net and getting to the net and, like I said, stay out of the box.
Coach, you're out shooting him 10-5 at this point, and you talked about effort and intensity, and I agree with you, and I think down the stretch, the girls did a nice job of getting opportunities. What do you talk to them about here in between periods on continuing that?
Well, I can see a few things they're doing where we need to make some adjustments on face-offs and things like that, where I think we're going to be able to set up some pretty good offensive schemes. But, even our own D-zone coverage, I think we're playing pretty well man-on-man. We're breaking up passing lanes, and we're bringing that kind of gritty feel that we saw on Saturday. But we gotta pop one here and kind of mentally, stay in this one. Our kids know we need to get on the scoreboard.
All right, well, we will let you get to them. Thank you so much for joining us between periods. And Howie, I thought they did a really nice job. Once they got it into the Crimson end, of keeping the Maple Grove team kind of bottled up.
Yeah, because it looked like, especially to start that game, Maple Grove really was putting a lot of pressure in the Cardinal end. Then they got those 2 penalties. Just to give up the 1 goal, I thought was pretty important because they were putting a lot of pressure on Brittany Buell.
And we'll see if they can pump up the intensity a little more for period number 2. It's coming up next. You're watching Girls Hockey Live on CTN.
That's low. That's low.
Look, he's blushing.
Seriously.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important, but we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. Because we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Kids will spend 57 minutes making me go splat.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
Hey, you going out like that?
Yeah, why?
Well, what would the neighbors think?
I see you! Come look at Mr. Feather. Look what I have. Mr. Bird, remember? Bark, bark, bark. We're just playing. We're
even still.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Back to Coon Rapids Ice Center. The Cardinals trailing the Maple Grove Crimson 1-0, but doing a nice job really in that second half of the first period, putting a little more pressure on at the Maple Grove end.
You know, Coach Christopherson talked about, you know, the intensity they played with at Wayzata, or the game against Wayzata here.
Well, and Maple Grove getting most of their shots on goal in those first couple of minutes. Cardinals, as she alluded to, taking a couple of penalties early, went down with 2 penalties 21 seconds apart, and we're at 5-on-3, and Maple Grove able to sneak one through, and then tapped home by Bailey Went. Coon Rapids getting their chances late, a good hustle opportunity that led to a power play, which is right at the end of the period. The Cardinals will start the second with 1:23 remaining on that power play.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of intensity they come out with in that power play, because just trailing 1-0, an opportunity if they get a quick score puts them right back in this contest. You see the shots on goal for Coon Rapids, a 2-1 advantage, 10-5, but the 1-0 score in favor of the Crimson where we stand right now.
And we will take another break. We will be back with puck drop on the second period. You're watching live girls high school hockey on CTN.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are the #1 killer of children 1 through 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Good job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Kids will spend 57 minutes making me go splat.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Conference opener for the Cardinals, season opener for the Crimson, and Maple Grove has the 1-0 lead after the first period.
Cardinals have that first period under the belt. Now coming out here in the second, again, they've had an opportunity to see this Maple Grove team. They've been given a good effort here, and they know they're just by trailing by a goal, have an opportunity to tie it up here on the power play.
Maple Grove capitalized on their 5-on-3 opportunity. Cardinals take 2 penalties 21 seconds apart and 19 seconds after that second one. The one tipped through traffic and poked home by Bailey Went.
On the key here on this power play, Joe, get chances, get shots on goal. I mean, because you know you've got the skater advantage here. Create opportunity offensively.
Cardinals win the faceoff, passes out of the reach of Bailey Ryan, turned around at the blue line. McLean will dump it in deep for the Crimson. Hanula recovering behind her own net. Back in behind for Hanula. Right back far side for Stahlberger. Moving it up the boards. Crimson able to pinch that attempt off. Hanula recovers. Off the 4 boards for Bailey Ryan. Passes behind Stahlberger. Stopped up and turned back out. Hansen will dump it in deep. Stahlberger evading Hansen. Hansen bumps her off it along the end boards. No call. Stopped up at the blue line by Hanula. Played across. Hansen walking in. That shot's deflected wide. Stahlberger stopped it up behind the net. Now play back along the near boards. Whitney Gregg in the corner with Abby Larson for Maple Grove. That's off the curtain. And we'll have a whistle out of play. A face off the Maple Grove end. 12 seconds remaining in the penalty on Tina Kempa.
The Crimson doing a good job of just keeping that puck wide in their end, making sure Coon Rapids doesn't have a look in front of the net. Just 12 seconds remain.
Off the face-off, Kaufman gains control, almost got it to center, and now played all the way down by Baldwin. Maple Grove back to full strength. Hackett comes away from the pile with the puck along the near boards, tipped off her stick. She recovers and plays it in.
And John, the Cardinals couldn't get a shot off on that power play.
Pass broken up, turned around by Martinez. Her pass tipped away from Kaufman. Wente plays it down to the Coon Rapids end. Lawrence, bothered by Kaufman, plays it around near side for Blomquist. Blomquist pushing it up the boards and gaining speed through center. Into the Maple Grove end. Near side, tried to jam it home, kick free to Hackett, a second chance. And Hackett now battles it with Wente in the corner for the and plays it back toward the net. Martinez recovers near side. Ryan dumps it in for Coon Rapids. Cardinals get some fresh skaters out. Norman skating out of the corner for Maple Grove. Puck comes free to Del Castillo. Back to Hansen for the Cardinals. Plays it back in on her goalie, trying to go to her partner, but misdirected. Long pass to try and get Castillo around the corner. Got it in on the goal and still jamming for it behind the net. Bryant plays it in, poked away by Blessy. Went will skate it up for Maple Grove. Her pass off the skates of Stahlberger. She can't stop it up. Hansen plays it off the stick of Del Castillo all the way down. That'll be icing. A face-off coming back to the right of Brittany Buell.
Cardinals having a couple of opportunities here, especially that last time down in the Crimson end, Joe, and just not able to poke that puck home.
I didn't think Del Castillo was going to get around the corner on that one, and I thought Campo was very close to taking her third penalty of the game.
And she did a nice job of getting around that edge and then pushing that puck towards the net.
Doesn't have to be that hard.
No.
Sometimes the keepers have problems with the slower ones even more. Pass out front, quick pad save, and a rebound goal. And the Crimson have a 2-0 lead.
Well, Maple Grove with a quick shot inside, and Buell turned it away, but the Crimson are right there on the doorstep to put it home. Was that Wente?
Peyton Olsen.
Oh, okay.
Scoring with the assists going to Cassidy Sharp, who started it skating behind the net. And Bailey Went. Bailey Went picking up her second point of the game.
A little more pressure on the Cardinals now, trailing 2-0. Still out shooting the Crimson, 13-7.
Pass out front denied by Lawrence, deflected out to the center ice where it's recovered by Baldwin and played off the far boards. Blomqvist to Gregg in the neutral zone. Gregg gains the red line, dumps it in deep. Coon Rapids will change. Tampa with speed, had it tipped off her stick, kept in at the blue line momentarily by Hansen, then right to Bailey Ryan, plays it in on goal, and Blessy will just cover up and take the face-off.
Yeah, took it away. Didn't get much on the shot, but it'll give the Cardinals an opportunity to get the face-off to the right of Blessy.
Stahlberger and Wente at the face-off dot. Wente able to win it back to the corner, but Stahlberger wins the race to the puck. Tied up with Wente behind the boards. Coming away with it was Ryan, and she tried to play it to the point, but Danula had stepped into the middle. Cardinals recover far corner. Del Castillo trying to go cross ice, skips over the stick of Bailey Ryan. Martinez off the boards for Maple Grove, plays it back to her defender Hansen. Around to the far corner for Hill. Cardinals gain the turnover, rebound chance in close. Blessy able to cover up a pile of bodies in there, and the keeper is on top of it.
Yeah, again, nice opportunity there. Rebound didn't come out too far. Blessy allowed Blessy to jump back on that puck before Coon Rapids could put it home.
Well, a quick turnover on again, getting in that passing lane in the offensive end. And Blessy bails the Crimson out after a turnover in a dangerous spot. Another turnover. Hackett trying to play it in front, but that pass broken up by Norman. Campa back behind for Norman. Skating up the near boards. Squeezed off, but plays it ahead. Tracking it down is Olsen before it's icing. Pass didn't click, still loose in the high slot. Is shot through traffic, deflected wide. Went battling with Lawrence. Comes away with the puck. Her pass deflected back behind the net. There first is Olsen. Back to the point for Campa. Will dump it back in deep. Out of the reach of Lawrence and recovered in the corner by Sharp. Sharp looking to pass out front. Deflected. Pad save by Buell. Hackett recovers for Coon Rapids and skates to center. Tipped off her stick. Turned around by Norman. Dumped in by Went. And the Crimson get a line change. McLean comes flying in to try and break things up, skipping around and gets outside the blue line. Circling at center is Pius. Plays it back to Campa, sidesteps Hackett, and skates into the zone. Down deep, looking out front, nobody there, now out to the point. That pass deflected up high. Greg gets to it first. I think she thought that eye stick was going to be against her team, and it would get a whistle instead. It keeps the action alive in the defensive end, and the Crimson continue to crash. McLean turning, nothing on that shot. It hit his skate. Fish fanned on the clearing attempt and will now play it behind. Lawrence hustles with Pius right on her 6. Stopped up by McLean, but blocked by Hackett and played to the Maple Grove blue line. That's out of everyone's reach, and will be icing up face-off back in the Maple Grove end. A little less than 10 minutes remaining of this second period. The Crimson with a 2-0 lead.
Well, a couple of offensive turnovers for Coon Rapids, or turnovers defensively by Maple Grove in their end, led to a couple of opportunities for Coon Rapids. Maple Grove seems to be putting a little more pressure now on after they take that 2-0 lead.
Played around to the far side, stopped up by Bailey Ryan. Stahlberger played off it. Quick shot by Del Castillo. Turned to the corner by Blessy. Hanula keeping it in on the far blue line. Stahlberger to Ryan. She's tripped up, maintains possession. Now scooped away by Wente. Cross-ice pass was tipped, deflected up over the head of Martinez, but she'll come onto it just into the Coon Rapids zone. Her pass out front, broken up by Hanula. Wente recovers in the corner. Wente looking for Martinez out front. Stops a spinning backhand. Is deflected wide. Hanula recovers for the Cardinals. Hanula high off the glass out to center and all the way down. It'll be icing and a face-off back in the Coon Rapids end to the right of Brittany Buell.
Cardinals just trying to clear some of that pressure that
well, this first line is pretty impressive.
They are.
They move the puck well and keep looking for that pass out to the low slot. Stahlberger bumped to the ice. Hansen flips it with a backhand. Icing waved off, and here's Bailey Ryan racing it. Ryan is shot to deflect it off the defender and is covered up by Blessy.
And Ryan just puts one on goal, and Blessy has to make the save and realize that it came off a little bit and has to cover up on it. You put enough pressure on net, something is going to go in.
Puck played to the corner, chopped at by the Crimson. And Maple Grove able to get it to center. Sharp as it tipped away by Lawrence. Lawrence plays it right back out all the way down, and that one will be icing. And a face-off back in the Coon Rapids end.
Just trying to clear that puck a little bit too much for Coon Rapids. Forces the action back into their end.
Zarate, I think her first shift of the game, and she's called out of the face-off circle. Cardinals able to get it all the way to the Maple Grove end, though. Now here come the Crimson, 3-on-2 through neutral. Let it get a little bit far away from her, and it's turned around by Blomquist. Leads it to Zarate. Zarate around behind, pinched off the puck, and Greg went to help out, and she's knocked to the ice by Campa. At center ice, Crimson will dump it in and get a fresh lineup. Lawrence to Whitney Gregg trying to tip it out to center. Kept in and played behind the net by McLean. That's where Blomquist picks it up. Far side, Hackett. Can't get it out on the backhand. Precker plays it back in deep. Lawrence go back around on the glass and right out to the point. Big slap shot is high and wide for Lainey Baldwin. That pass stopped up by McLean. Larson kicks it into the corner. Lawrence will tie up as they go in with Pius, and we're going to have a penalty on Coon Rapids. That one hit traffic and deflected wide off the stick of Precker. Played out front but didn't get through. The Cardinals touch up, and they'll be shorthanded once again.
Take a look at that, Joe, as we see the penalty into the boards.
That's a dangerous
Yeah,
spot to get caught
absolutely.
up. And this is one where Julia Pius actually started out behind and got in front of Lawrence. It was not malicious in any way, but very scary because of where she went in and the angle.
It looks like she tried to pull up a little bit, tried to avoid as much contact as possible, but you're going to get called. So now the Cardinals will have to kill this one off, trailing 2-0.
Checking penalty as Maple Grove back on the power play. Capitalized quickly when they were 5-on-3, but really the Cardinals, although they maintained a lot of possession in the offensive end in Maple Grove, the Cardinals did a pretty good job of keeping them wide and really denying a lot of shots 5v4.
Well, yeah, and that's a victory in itself, no doubt, especially with against an offense like this who's capable of putting the puck in the net so quickly.
And good defense there to force the offsides. 1:28 remaining on the power play for Maple Grove. Larson wins the draw to McLean, leaves it off there for Lauren Kaufman. Back to Larson. Near side, takes it into the corner. Stops up, facing against Anula. Back to the midboards. Up top for Kaufman. Kaufman wants to walk through. Tipped off her stick by Hackett in the corner. Battle won by the Crimson. Kaufman's one-time attempt kicks away by Hanula and cleared the length of the ice by Lily Hackett.
Yeah, nice job of pushing trouble out of the way. Cardinals were a skater down, so Crimson had some numbers in front of the net.
Into the zone with speed is Sydney Hansen. Her shot saved by Buell, and puck bouncing too much for Larson to do anything with it on the back door. Back across. High glove save. Rebound comes right back to Precker. And another glove save, and this time Buell hangs on.
Yeah, and unfortunately she did that on the second time. That first save popped out of her glove right back, another opportunity for the Crimson. But she's able to cover up on that one, grab it with her glove, and have the face off to her left.
Down to 15 seconds remaining on the advantage for Maple Grove. Hanula gets that one behind the net and rings it all the way down. Del Castillo will bring a little pressure in the corner on Campa. Weak pass, almost broken up by Blomquist, and now Del Castillo able to dump it back into the Maple Grove end. Campa far side, skips away from Norman. Back to Coon Rapids blue line. Blomquist pass was off the skates of Bailey Ryan. Sat at center for a while until it was picked up by Wendt. Wendt spinning, backhand pass attempt, didn't have anything out of it. Stahlberger stole it away, played it to Del Castillo and into the zone. Norman had it stolen by Ryan, and she fires wide. Maple Grove going to get the penalty for the tie-up out front as Callie Precker took Allie Stahlberger down and into the net. So Coon Rapids now an opportunity on the power play.
Yeah, good opportunity for Coon Rapids there with the shot in close that whistled past Bledsoe. And there you see the penalty on Maple Grove, and the Cardinals will go on the power play here with 4:25 remaining in the second period.
They put two in the box.
Oh.
I'm not sure what Riley Norman is doing in there.
Well, great opportunity for the Cardinals here. Love to cut that lead in half.
Unless they called some sort of misconduct. But it's a 5-on-3 opportunity for 2 minutes for Coon Rapids. Pass goes to Hanula, top of the circle. Shot didn't have a lot on it. Blessy able to make the save and hold on.
You see the action in front of the net. Blessy's able to grab that puck and
really nice job by Sydney Hansen holding her ground.
Yep.
and keeping the Cardinals from getting to that rebound. Crimson able to play at the length of the ice, and Hanula will regroup behind the net. Pass skips away from Fish, knocked back off her stick by Wente. Hanula recovers. Hanula will carry into the zone near side. Back out to the point for Hansen. Hansen's shot blockered away, and the rebound opportunity for Stahlberger is wide. Hanula recovers at the near side blue line. Hackett. Back out to Hanula. Down low, Gregg tries to tip it toward the net, but it's wide. Wente able to get there and play it out of the zone, back to the Coon Rapids blue line.
Well, Wente is an impressive hockey player. He's out there in that penalty kill unit.
Ryan out to Hansen. Across to Blomquist. Her shot deflected. Rebound, chance and a goal for Bailey Ryan.
Boy, how big was that goal, Joe? Able to cut that lead in half. They continued to pressure, did the Cardinals. Able to put one by Blessy, and Ryan makes her pay, gets the goal. The Cardinals are on the board.
Bailey Ryan parries the rebound, and the Cardinals are on the board. Good setup, good positioning, good finish, and they still have 30 seconds remaining now with the 5-on-4 advantage. Crimson get control and play it in deep. Lawrence turning in the corner, pressured there by Olsen. Cross ice pass to Bailey Ryan. Ryan has it tipped away. Back to center. Lawrence will recover in her own end. And the penalty is over. So after giving up the goal and getting one player back, the Crimson don't allow the Cardinals any shots on goal for the remaining 30 seconds of that advantage. It really didn't allow them to get into the offensive zone at all. Played to the blue line, but not out. Kept in by Lawrence. That shot was well wide. Zarate behind the net. And now Gregg tied up in the corner. Zarate comes in, digs the puck free. Out to Del Castillo. A rebound still sitting there. Del Castillo evens this game in two with 1:45 to play in the second.
Well, that was a hustle goal, but what a play. And Blessy left that puck right in front of the net. She couldn't recover. The Cardinals make them pay. All of a sudden, we're knotted up at 2, Joe.
Good swarming to the puck for the Cardinals. There's a little backhand shot. Not a lot on the original opportunity for Del Castillo. She follows her shot and buries the rebound, and the Cardinals are right back in this one with 2 unanswered goals.
Oh, that's impressive.
And here's another turnover. Hackett in the high slot. Her shot deflected wide. Gregg swats at it after being knocked to the ground by Norman. Campa gets it to Norman in the corner. Norman, long pass. And Hansen's going to get the penalty as she knocked McLean to the ice.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate penalty. All of a sudden, the momentum has shifted to the Cardinals' side. 23 shots on goal, Joe. They had 14 all game last time against Wayzata, but that's a penalty.
I thought there should have been a penalty in front of the Maple Grove net.
Yeah, I did as well.
Was not called as Gregg was taken to the ice. But Hansen stood strong playing the puck and gets called for the check. Put the Cardinals shorthanded once again. That shot deflected up into the far corner, recovered by Martinez. Little over a minute remaining in this first period. Played back to the point for Norman, walks to center across to Campa. Campa looking back door. Martinez pumped off it. A little backhander went wide. Wente recovers. back out. Big wine and shot, a tip and a goal. Wentz got her second.
I'll tell you, just quickly, as the momentum went to the Cardinals, Crimson comes out and scores a goal to retake the lead at 3-2. And that one just skips by Buell.
And it was nicely set up. Wente recovered the puck in the corner after the shot went wide, played it back to the point. Big shot by Campa, perfect placement by Went. She has her second goal of the game, and her Crimson back in front 3-2. Wente trying to feed Kaufman around the corner. Kaufman turns, plays it out front, another goal. This one for Martinez.
Wow, talk about momentum changes, Joe. 2 quick goals after Coon Rapids ties it up. Again, puck left alone in front of the net. Martinez makes it pay. Able to push it right to her. Beautiful setup. And now all of a sudden it's the Crimson 4, the Cardinals 2.
Just 42 seconds remaining in this period. The Cardinals evened the score with 1:45. So in just over a minute in response, and here's Wente, we're driving it again. Huge save by Buell on the backdoor chance for Lauren Kaufman.
Wow.
And that keeper's got to be looking at her team saying, hey, how about a little help back here?
Exactly. I mean, look at a great job of just pushing that puck across.
Kaufman should have buried that.
To Kaufman, yeah, exactly. And then Buell came out and made the save, but all of a sudden, the Crimson, after giving up 2 goals, have really pressured the Cardinals, and they've retaken that lead by 2.
Circling is Kaufman, knocked off her stick. Backdoor attempt for Wente ended up in the corner, and the Cardinals going to be assessed another penalty. A chance out front, but the shot for Campa up and over. 9 seconds remaining as the whistle blows for another Coon Rapids penalty. Power play already accounting for 2 goals for the Crimson. And what a response by Maple Grove after the Cardinals evened it up.
Well, you know, all of a sudden, this place was rocking after that second goal by Coon Rapids, and they had a new step. But as you mentioned, give credit to the Crimson because they did a great job of pressuring the Cardinal net and getting 2 goals of their own to answer those 2 by Coon Rapids to take the 4-2 lead.
Well, I thought at that point we might be talking to Rob Potter, who was not very happy. That's going to cost Wente 2 minutes as she takes Stahlberger into the boards, and then should probably get something for kicking the stick.
Yeah, absolutely should.
I don't know that she will, but she's definitely getting 2 minutes. And it'll be 4-on-4 when we start the third period. It'll be real interesting, as I was saying, on to hear Rob Potter's take. Looked like his team might be tied, and now instead up 4-2. We'll take a break and hear from him after this on CTN.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where that ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
Are you getting this, honey?
Oh, prime time. We are rolling.
All right, Mama's gonna bring it home. Mama's gonna bring it home. Okay.
Come on, watch this guy.
Oh, backwards.
Oh, don't. Okay.
It went into Bob and Carol's yard. Oh, no? Okay, here it comes.
Oh, Mom!
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
All right, let's see what you can do. Let's go.
They might surprise you. Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
Good one, son.
Last summer, my new dad took me on vacation. First, we went deep sea fishing. Wow!
I'm so proud of you, son.
And then we went on Thunder Shark. That was awesome! Let's go again. 3 times. I gotta say, it was pretty cool.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Kids will spend 57 minutes making me go splat.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Maple Grove a 4-2 lead after 2 in their season opener against Coon Rapids in a pretty wild finish. 4 goals scored in the last 3 minutes, 2 for Coon Rapids to tie it, 2 for Maple Grove to take that lead back. We're joined now by head coach Rob Potter. And Coach, your thoughts on that final 3 minutes?
No comment. I thought it was just, I don't know, it turned into a free-for-all a little bit, but I just felt it's a good test early for our team, and I just shut up on the bench and saw if they answered, and you know, they got 2 goals, and we just came right back and got 2 more. So I like how they answered. And, you know, let's see if everybody can get their composure and we don't need a penalty fest.
Coach, how concerned were you once they gave the Coon Rapids scored those 2 goals and all of a sudden the momentum changed to the Cardinals sideline?
It's early in the year. We barely even got stuff in. It's our first game. So, you know, this time of year you're kind of learning about your team and, you know, I was just kind of sitting back observing to see, you know, how they reacted, and I thought they reacted the right way. So it's a good sign.
No question they reacted. I mean, that is some response to come back and get 2 in the final minute. What do you talk to the girls about between periods before the third?
Just self-control, keep playing hard. They turned it to another level, I thought, which was great. Just play with mental control and poise and keep playing hard and take it to another level.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll let you get to your team. And Howie, through 2 periods, especially when the Cardinals came back with back-to-back goals just about a minute apart, and even the score, you felt like things were really going their way. And you thought with a minute and a half to go, we were going to go to the locker room with a tie game in a third period that came out 2-2. Instead, Maple Grove did take it to another level.
It'll be interesting to see how the Cardinals react coming back in the third period now, because they all of a sudden they're on cloud 9, and a short time later they were trailing by 2 again. So their reaction in the third period, I think, will be really important.
Well, we'll start 4-on-4, and then Coon Rapids will have a very short power play, as Coach Potter alluded to. A little bit of a penalty fest here in this season opener for his Crimson. And the conference opener for the home team Cardinals. We'll be back with more girls hockey live on CTN after this.
store your guns properly. I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members. I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories.
And I won't have to tell my kids. This isn't a drill.
Please.
Please, do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always, lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
Hey, everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change. Let's go!
To the Batmobile. Dang it.
To the invisible jet!
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women. I could use your help. Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams.
Michael Adams.
Students who miss 18 days of school in any grade risk falling behind and not graduating. Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important, but we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. Because we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Maple Grove a 4-2 lead as we get ready for the third period. And that coming after the Cardinals had used a power play of 5-on-3 to get them back in the game, even it up with 3 minutes left. Crimson close out the period strong and get that lead right back. Crimson scored early in the period to take a 2-0 lead, and then the Cardinals got some pressure going, and finally it would pay off, as we talked about on the 5-on-3 advantage. Bailey Ryan, a rebound goal, and then good hustle effort right there by Del Castillo to even the score. But then Maple Grove came flying back. They had a power play that would help them. They score a power play goal by Wendt, her second of the game. And then Martinez on the great feed from Kaufman. Just 12 seconds later, gave them the 4-2 edge.
Cardinals out shooting the Crimson 23-15. Unfortunately, they're on the wrong side of the scorecard. 4-2 they trail. You know, Joe, you talked to when Coach Potter talked about how he liked the way that his squad reacted after giving up those 2 goals. Coach Christopherson has to just basically, I think, would talk to her squad saying that you know, don't worry about it. We have to go back on the ice. You know you can come back. You know you can score. You can't hang your head coming out in this third period because you have an opportunity that you're playing with the 10th best team in the state of Minnesota.
Well, and
the metro area.
It's going to come out as a 4-on-4, which you would think would definitely favor Maple Grove a little bit faster team, but their fastest best player is the one serving 2 minutes in the box.
Yep, absolutely. So you know it'll be interesting to see how they react to this.
We'll see the puck drop on the third period right after this. You're watching live girls high school hockey on CTN.
So what you want to do is, have you already enrolled? You're doing fine.
What did that just do?
Select the drop-down menu again.
Wait.
So you're already enrolled. Example here, so don't panic. You're ready to make your payment. Submit. There it is.
Oh my God! I really can't believe it.
That's awesome. Good for you.
All in together now. We can make it better now. Come on, can we do it?
Yeah, you know that we can.
We rope it up,
Cause we know how to jump.
we roll it out,
Cause we know how to skate.
we'll cut it down,
Cause we know what to eat.
we'll swap it out.
We eat healthy stuff.
Can we do it?
Yeah, you know that we can.
Can we do it? Do it?
Just moving a little and eating better every day can help make you and your child healthier. Search We Can to find doable tips and activities that you can use every day.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Maple Grove a 4-2 lead over Coon Rapids.
Right at the buzzer. We had a checking from behind.
Oh.
Maple Grove number 28, Taylor Winty. That is a 2 and 10 minute.
That is going to be big. 2 and 10 for Taylor Wenty. It was called checking from behind for taking Stahlberger into the board right before the buzzer. And then she kicked the stick. I thought that was what should have gotten the misconduct. But either way, she will serve an extra 10. So Crimson without their best player for most of this third period.
Most of this third period. And, you know, this is an opportunity now to see if Coon Rapids can take advantage of that situation with Crimson down. You know, we talked about the depth on this Crimson team. They've got a lot of players who can score.
I was just about to say, as good as she is, they have a lot of players who have done a nice job. Bailey Wendt the one with two goals on the evening, and that line has been flying. This one chipped out over by the Coon Rapids players bench. Clayton able to win the draw, played in by Larson. Hindula plays it off the board, stopped up there by Norman. Stahlberger trying to get it past her. Leaned on by Larson. Puck comes free. Stahlberger with it again. Plays it to the line, but kept in by Larson. Chance for McLean. Hit a foot. A rebound chance. Goes wide for the backhand of Larson. McLean gets it back to Larson. Back to McLean. Broken up by Del Castillo. Kept in at the line by Campa. Panula. Back to the corner for Blomquist. Tipped ahead by Del Castillo to center. Stopped up by Campa and poked back to the Coon Rapids end. Panula with McLean giving chase behind the net. Keeps it wide. Off the skate is Stahlberger. Poked further ahead by Panula and then played back to the Coon Rapids blue line. Hackett dumps it in on a backhand. Breaks up the pass. In alone, is shot just up over the cage. Got Blessy to go down, but couldn't put it on that top shelf. Went, lost a little bit of an edge. Broken up by Lawrence and poked ahead on the far blue line. Cross ice pass. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Fast-paced game. Here's an opportunity for Went walking in, and it's deflected to the corner for Jessica Lawrence.
Let's say great opportunity for Coon Rapids there.
Kaufman trying to center. That's broken up by Ryan. Kaufman ends up on the ground, but no call. This pass comes through. Shot up high and glove by Brittany Buell.
Yeah, definitely a fast-paced game, Joe, no doubt, but good opportunity for Coon Rapids there in the last time down in the Crimson end. Had a good opportunity to cut this lead to 4-3.
Well, 11 seconds remaining in 5-on-4, or 4-on-4, and then Coon Rapids will have about a 10-second power play. Panula with speed around the net. Carries through neutral. Deep into the end, getting around the corner, trying to center, but Stahlberger can't get a stick on it. Went, gets it to Kaufman. Played off it by Stahlberger. Cross ice pass, Del Castillo stops up, trying to get to her forehand, poked away by Hill. And the Crimson come through center, 3 strong, but then ice the puck.
Joe, here's the penalty on Taylor Wente, the 10-minute misconduct that she received. Now watch her kick the stick as she's coming away. I don't get a chance to see it, but nonetheless, an extra 10 tacked on.
Well, and again, they don't call it for the kicking the stick. They called it a check from behind, which I'm not so sure it was. Shot up high and gloved easily by Blessy.
Well, the fact that she kicked the stick, you know, we thought anyway, you for sure thought added a little fuel to that fire, but nonetheless, you're going to see the hit into the boards.
I mean, it was definitely a check.
Yeah, but and she's getting
kind of walked over and then kicked the stick.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And I think they may have changed the call because of that action. Tip to center and now played around by Larson. Walks in, lines, fires wide. Kept in by Norman at the point. Hansen able to dig it free. And Hackett will skate up the far side. Knocked off her stick by McLean. Played back to Martinez. She lost the handle a little bit. Circles away from Ryan. Gets to the center and dumps it in deep. Lawrence to recover. Trying to get it up the boards for Hackett at center ice, and it does get through to her. But now recovered by Bailey Went. Off the far boards. Stopped up and turned around by Brandy Del Castillo. Stahlberger bumped off it by McLean. Turning it around is Olsen. Olsen in the middle of the shot, and that's deflected to the corner by Del Castillo. Far side, Bailey Went. Able to keep possession through a little bump, and now taken down to the corner by Del Castillo, and no penalty called. Lawrence plays it around. Brennan Del Castillo will chip it out to center. Tippy Hill. Back behind for Hansen. Ahead, pass broken up by Stahlberger. Stopped up by Lawrence. Turns it around again for Hanula. Hanula into the zone. She'll shoot, glove save. And Blessy will hold on, 12:37 remaining.
That's shot number 25 for the Cardinals. Again, trying to get some pressure in on the net. Blessy able to glove that one easily, forcing the face-off to her right.
Played out front. Protaz trying to get a stick on it for Coon Rapids. Going the other way with it is Cassidy Sharp. Bumped off it by Hansen. Hackett able to get it back out to center, and the Crimson play it back in deep. Hanula playing it out of the corner. Head for Hackett. Her pass deflected, broken up, and that's going to be icing. As Laney Baldwin was about 3 steps her side of the red line when she sent that one deep.
Now, still plenty of time left. 12:05 remaining in the third period. Cardinals trailing 4-2.
Well, Coon Rapids goals came less than 30 seconds apart.
Yep.
No.
No.
50 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly 50 seconds apart. And then about 30 seconds later, they took a penalty. Led to the Crimson's go-ahead goal. Hackett drops it off in the corner. Protaz tried to center it, but that's broken up, and now here comes McLean for Maple Grove. To Campa far side. Campa into the zone, cuts across, high slot shot, goes well wide. Recovered and played back behind by McLean. Olsen plays it back behind. McLean. Back for Larson, who comes out of the corner with it. To Campa at the top of the circle. Her shot hit traffic. Hackett tried to get a hold of it. Now will recover. Plays it toward the line. Kept in by Campa. Pass out front. Doesn't click. Another pass broken up. Hansen able to clear the zone. Icing waved off. As Norman made a swipe at it. Bailey Ryan forcing a turnover just inside the blue line. Campa will leave it off. McLean turning up ice, gets it for Olsen. Olsen cuts back, and then again against Del Castillo, and now will dump it in deep. Far side, Martinez recovers. 3 Cardinals there. Ryan trying to come away with it. Coughed it up to Kaufman. Kaufman is shot. And Buell makes the glove save and will hold on for the faceoff.
That time the Crimson moving the puck around, got an opportunity from Kaufman on net, but Buell easily able to grab that one and force the faceoff. Cardinals are going to get a couple of changes.
Brendan Del Castillo able to play it out to center. Hustling onto it. Pointing to the Maple Grove end. I don't know if it was another hand pass.
Must have been.
Lawrence is shot from the point, hit a defensive stick, and Blessy pushes it to the corner. Fish recovers for Coon Rapids. Held in there by Wendt. Kaufman comes over and takes the puck, gets it past Lawrence, recovered by Gregg. Gregg will dump it into the corner. Blessy will leave it there. Back behind. Tippy gets it ahead, and now Wendt to center for Kaufman. Lawrence sweeps it away. Ahead to Whitney Gregg. Her cross-ice attempt broken up by Pius. Pius regroups and carries near side. Hanula tips the puck free and now recovers for Coon Rapids. Protaz chips at it, gets it out to center. Hanula racing for it. Getting there in front of her is Baldwin. Baldwin and Hanula in behind the net. Played off the boards. Lawrence holds it in for the Cardinals. Back to Baldwin. Baldwin chips it up. Kept in again momentarily. And now the Crimson with it near center. Del Castillo able to jump on a loose puck and play it in deep. Blessy leaves it there again. Brecker trying to go off the boards. Kept in again by Coon Rapids. Stahlberger goes to the ice, gets back up, plays it behind for Del Castillo. Del Castillo stopping up, poked away by Stahlberger now. Plays it behind. Name got caught in my mouth.
I understand.
Happens. Bailey Ryan will wait for it to come down off the dasher, then lost it off the end of her stick. Tipped away by Sharp. Ryan recovers, now leaves it for Stahlberger. Stahlberger circles away. Off of her stick, Hansen a quick shot in close, another chance between, still loose, and coming out of the scrum is Peyton Olsen, and she's on a breakaway the other way for Maple Grove, a shot and a goal.
Wow, talk about a turnaround, a good flurry of activity in front of the net for the Crimson, and then Olsen coming out and getting ahead and putting the puck past Buell, making it a 5-2 lead for the Crimson.
Unbelievable. Coon Rapids, couple good chances. The second one goes through, off the post, and right to Peyton Olsen, who turns it up, finds no white jerseys between her and the other goal. She skates the distance and beats Buell to the far side underneath the blocker.
That was a pretty goal. And again, she did a nice job of getting a step on Del Castillo.
And now it's 5-2 Maple Grove, just under 8 minutes remaining.
That's a tough one for the Cardinals. And now a little bit of a deeper hole with 7:40 remaining.
Crimson chipping this one up and out. Remember the Crimson, the matchup between these two last year, Maple Grove won both. The first one 2-0, the second one 10-1. So they also put up 10 against Coon Rapids last year. Another turnover forced by the Cardinals. Lily Hackett, and then she let it get away from her a little bit. Blomquist at center. Trying to pull back across. She forces the action in behind. Norman tried to play it out, kept in at the blue line. Del Castillo trying to get it back to Bailey Ryan, then off of this heel of her skate, we got a penalty coming up against Maple Grove.
Now Cardinals go on the power play here, trailing by 3, Joe, and time is winding down. This will be a big power play opportunity for the Cardinals. See if they can score here and cut it to 2. But we give credit to the Crimson. They've scored the last 3 goals to take that 5-2 lead.
Riley Norman getting the high stick call. Will join Wente in the box.
Timeout, Coon Rapids.
You know that smile's not because she's enjoyed sitting in there for the majority of this third period, but because her team's still doing fine without her, have been able to increase their lead to 5-2.
Yeah, she has to feel pretty good. Doesn't like taking the 10-minute penalty, obviously, because that hurts her squad. But fortunately for Maple Grove, they haven't felt the ill effects of that penalty.
Coon Rapids taking a timeout, talk a little strategy with the power play. They did cash in when they had the 5-on-3. Both teams with a 5-on-3 goal this evening.
Well, Coon Rapids still out shooting Crimson 26-18. But Crimson have made 5 of those 18 shots count. Coach Christopherson talking to her squad, as you mentioned, a little timeout, talk a little strategy here as they go on the power play.
Still, there is time.
Absolutely.
And Coon Rapids has generated their opportunities, but they need to be able to turn that momentum back in their favor, and perhaps the power play is the way to do it. Face off to the left of Brianna Blessy, the Maple Grove keeper. Out of the scrum, the Crimson come away with the puck. Hanson plays it around the boards near side, kept in by Hanula, walking in top circle. Shot right into the gut of Blessy, and she holds on.
That was a nice play by Hanula to keep that puck in their zone, in the Crimson zone, and then a shot on goal, but Blessy right in the midsection brings it in, forcing the face-off to her right.
Cardinals trying to set up. Stahlberger bumped off, and that's going to be another one. Crimson going to be short 5 on 3 again. Ryan should almost let them touch the puck here. And there it is.
Yep.
They did get the 6th attacker out. They'll have 123.
We'll see where the penalty here is in the corner.
Laney Baldwin.
Maybe 5 on 3 is that magic number.
Hanula up top, over to Hanson on the boards. Back to Hanula. Walking in, the shot deflected wide out of that traffic. Del Castillo back to Ryan in the corner, back to Del Castillo. Stahlberger behind for Ryan, tried to jam it out front, broken up by Kampa. She can't clear. Hanula plays it across to Stahlberger, back to Hanson, winds, fires. Blessy the save, the rebound for Stahlberger, and that's in the corner. Blessy lost a stick, gets one from Kampa. Shot comes through. Stahlberger knocked over Blessing into the ice. This one played to the line. A Hanson, another shot, and Blessing finally able to jump on it. And just in time, that whistle comes because Del Castillo got a stick in there and pried that one free.
Now, this is where the Crimson miss Wente because she is a force on that penalty kill unit. She, on that last 5 and 3, did a nice job of keeping the puck, for the most part, in front, or away from in front of the net. Cardinals getting some chances. Just 26 seconds left on that 5 and 3 advantage.
Played to Gregg, out to the point for Hanson. High shot off the crossbar.
Wow.
For Heidi Hanula. And up into the webbing and out of play.
Again, just a nice.
And that one's staying up there.
It's not going anywhere.
No, it's like between two
I
pipes.
see it, yeah.
That's awesome.
Can't do that again.
No, that one will be there a while.
Yeah.
Hanula across to Hanson, top of the circle, back to Hanula at the point. Shot, Blessy the save, and holds on for the whistle.
Again, the Cardinals, that will give them their 30th shot on goal here this evening. And again, getting constant pressure in on the Crimson net. Blessy forced to hold on to the puck and take that face-off to her right.
Cardinals able to win the draw, back to Hanula. Shot low, tipped, and Blessy makes the save.
Crimson, 1 player short.
Back to the point, Hanula, shot deflected and ends up wide. 30 seconds left on the Coon Rapids power play. The Crimson finally gain control and clear it the length of the ice.
Yeah, first time that on this penalty kill they've been able to clear that puck.
Well, and there is Wente out of the box and creating pressure. She's had a long time to rest.
Yeah, she's got fresh legs.
Crimson, full strength.
That'll end the penalty to Baldwin. Crimson back to full strength, and there's Wente trying to get it across, and now gets it right back from Larson. skips off her stick, chases to the corner. Lawrence able to play it around for Coon Rapids. Campa gets there momentarily, holds it in, and now we'll get it back. Skipped off her stick. And they can't keep it in on the near side. Campa recovers in her own blue line, leaves it for Hill. Stepping into the zone is Olsen. Olsen is shot, kicked away by Buell. Rebound chance, and that's an easy stick save for Buell. Out front, wide open, a chance point blank for Julia Pius, but Buell got there as Pius was on her backhand. She couldn't one-time it. Pius out near the blue line. Gets it near side for Tippy Hill. Her shot deflected behind the net. Stepping in is Hansen. Stops up in the corner. Back to Hill. Low shot kicked away by Buell. That one coming from Cassidy Sharp. Digging it free is Olsen. Turns, looks to pass. Now we'll get it out to the point. Walking in and a crossbar shot for Sydney Hansen.
Joe Crimson did a nice job of controlling that puck down in the Cardinal end, taking time off the clock, holding on to that 3-goal lead. They were able to get some pressure of their own.
That's going to be too many players on the ice. Kaufman jumped off the bench, played the puck. Would have been icing. Instead, she was out as a reserve for a player who had not yet made it to the bench.
So they'll put the Cardinals back on the power play with 2:14 remaining in this contest.
Pass to the point, broken up by Larson. She flips it the length of the ice. Buell leaving it for Del Castillo, circles behind her own net.
46 seconds into the period. Serving that penalty is number 2, Julia Pius.
They didn't put Wente in the box for the too many players.
No, Pius serving that one.
Right. Shot and a goal for Maddie Blomquist. Shot that, Blessy was blind. Cardinals get their second power play goal of the period, or of the game, and cut the lead to 2 with 1:35 to play.
Yeah, a little retribution for the Cardinals because they have been pressuring the net. They've had the opportunities, and Maddie Blomquist one times that one past Blessy, and I thought Maddie's played a nice game here tonight. She's rewarded with a goal.
Shot from the point goes wide, recovered by Blomquist. Ahead for Hackett. One-touch pass. The Cardinals carry into the zone. Buell to the bench to get the extra attacker as Fish digs for it behind the net with Whitney Gregg. Gets it free out front off of Del Castillo's skate. Puck is loose as the Crimson recover. Play it to neutral. Breaking it up is Wentz. She shoots and she's got her hat. Last one coming with the empty net and sealing the victory for her Maple Grove Crimson.
Yeah, Cardinals getting that extra skater. This time Wentz did a nice job and shoots it down into the goal. Nice shot. Gets her the hat trick. 6-3 now in favor of Maple Grove. Nice way for Bailey Wentz to start the 2014-15 season.
Yeah, you can't ask for much more than a hat trick in the season opener. And we talked about, although very good, a lot of very young players on this Maple Grove team.
Yeah.
Bailey Went, one of the veteran leaders who's been around the program for a couple of years. And a very nice way for her to start her final high school season.
Well, you're a Cardinal fan. You can take some positives away from this game. Obviously, the score is not one of them, but I thought they played well with some intensity.
Well, see, but 6-3 with an empty net goal is not getting blown out.
No,
either.
not at all.
Crimson tried to play that to the point. No one home in the middle. Back to their own end. Under 15 seconds left. Loss will drop the Cardinals to 0-2. And the Crimson start their 14-15 campaign with a 6-3 victory.
Well, certainly not a tough way for the Cardinals to start their year. They faced the number 4 team and they faced the number 10 team. And I think they did a pretty nice job here tonight. As you mentioned, 6-3 with the empty net goal, really a 5-3 game, just 2 goals.
And too many penalties. I think both coaches walk away saying there's no way we can take that many penalties. But still very early in the season. And Coon Rapids stayed right with them, had a lot of good scoring opportunities that they were unable to cash in on. But the season's not going to get any easier for Coon Rapids either. I mean, a very strong conference night after night on Saturday, their first road game as they head to take on Armstrong Cooper.
Well, and I think Coach Christopherson has to be pleased with shots on goal here tonight. Only 14 against Wayzata, 31 here tonight against Maple Grove. So it's a young season. It just started. They've got a lot of time ahead of them. They'll work out what they need to. And I just like the intensity from this team.
Yeah, 4-2 to start that period for Maple Grove. They add another insurance goal early. Coon Rapids gets a power play goal kind of late, and then an empty net goal seals the win for the Crimson.
Yeah, with no doubt. But and you take a look at, I thought Brittany Brule made some nice saves in that contest
she
as well.
came up with several really big saves.
Yeah, and so, I mean, that bodes well, too. She's just a sophomore. So, again, getting this kind of opportunity against quality opponents.
Well, we got more girls hockey on the schedule. We'll be back here on Tuesday of next week as they host a new conference opponent, Spring Lake Park. And then our first look at the boys basketball team, their season opener on Friday the 21st as they take on Hastings. We'll see the girls hockey team again on Tuesday the 25th against another new conference contender in Totino Grace. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from the Ice Center, it's Maple Grove 6, Coon Rapids 3. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN for the entire crew, including Mr. Howie Shapiro. I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.